Hello everyone. In this video we are going to learn about how you can make the driver pay on percentage. In last video we learned how to make driver pay on mile and if the driver has its own corporation. In this case we are taking the example if the driver does not have a corporation, so without corporation and is paid on percentage. So first let's check out the profile of that driver. So we go to master entry and driver, select the driver, edit. So this is our driver on percentage and I have marked this percentage pay option and I have written 20% in front of it and have not assigned any corporation to this driver. And then we'll exit. I have assigned these two trips, XP58 and XP59. I'm going to edit the load XP58. So if I edit it, as you can see the load rate for this is 3000, but there is additional charges of lumper. So that's lumper charges are 300 and the total invoice amount is 3300. Now I only want to pay 20% of this amount because this is just a reimbursement of the lumper charges. So how we can do that is on highway dispatch I have assigned a truck, trailer and driver, and whatever amount I'll enter here, 20% of this amount will be paid to the driver. So the driver pay does not depend on the amount we entered here. Instead, it depends upon the amount that we enter under the cost option. So I'm going to exit the window now. To make the driver pay, first we'll have to select the time period. So making the pay for 16 to 31st of May. So I'm selecting the from and to dates. And then expand the expense entry option and select trip posting and settlement. Similarly what we did in a driver pay on mile. And then we'll select our driver, that's driver on percentage. As soon as I select it, the trips that are done by this driver in this time period will show up over here and they both are selected. And you can also check the rate from here for each load. Then we have to uncheck the previous entries to remove any extra entries. And then if you want to pay extra pick and drop or waiting time to your driver, you can do that as well. Just select the charge name, enter the amount, click on add. Let's add waiting time as well. So waiting time and this also add. If you want to mention something in notes, you can do that as well. So after checking the rates and entering all the charges, we have to click on post in GL option. So the trips are posted. Now we'll exit and get the driver pay statement. For that, we'll expand this option, driver pay statement, and go to driver pay statements option. Select the driver name and then click on print. So this is your driver pay statement. It will show you the total amount for that invoice and the 20% of that invoice, and then if you add anything to when making the pay, that also shows up here. And this is the total amount that needs to be paid to the driver, 2250. It is also converting the US currency to Canadian at the rate 1.30. Let me show you where it comes from. So if we go back to trip posting and settlement, select the driver. So these trips are yellow in color to show that these are posted. So I'll select it, uncheck the previous entries option. Now this rate is in Canadian and this rate is in US. So 20% of both is being paid to the driver and it is getting converted at this rate. If you want to change the rate, you can change that as well. The US to Canadian conversion, you can change it by yourself when making the pay. So I'll exit it. And the next step is to pay the driver. For that we'll go to day-to-day entry payment to vendor, select the name of the driver, select the bank, enter the check number, select the date when it is paid, select pay invoice option and then click on print. If you use QuickBook format check, you just need to put the check in printer and give the print command from here. It will be printed on the check. And then we'll exit the screen now, exit this as well and go back to driver pay statement, select the driver and print the statement. If you check it now, it will show you the check number written on it and the balance is 0, which means that the driver is paid. So this is how you can make the pay of a driver if you pay him by percentage. Thank you. If you have any questions regarding this, you can always call our office line 905 624 5959 extension 1. Thank you.